People is proud to present the 40 Days for Fintechs, an initiative under its Include Everyone program, which is leading the way in advocating for technology that promotes financial inclusivity. Since 2020, we've profiled over 100 fintechs, and our inaugural edition in Tanzania is shining a spotlight on those breaking down digital barriers and transforming lives for the better.
My name is Angel Adam Kobelo. I am the managing director of IDC. And what IDC does is develop or advocate for the development of sustainable and inclusive digital solutions. And one of those initiatives that we have that do that is Founders Academy. At Founders Academy, we have 4 key focus areas. One is the network building, which we understand the importance of partnerships for businesses, especially the ones who are doing digital solutions to succeed. We also have one that has investor readiness programs, because we understand the importance of a product being ready to take in funds, to scale, for it to be able to reach other people, to have a product market fit. So we also do investor readiness. We also do capacity building, because there is a significant lack of skills, and it is imperative for startups, especially those who are starting the startups, to have the skills that are required to be successful in the market. And another key one is unlocking funds, because most startups, especially in the innovative digital space, lack the capital to actually implement the solutions, because most of these solutions are often expensive and they require time. And the time means that they have to pay the team, they require equipment, they require a certain type of infrastructure to be able to succeed. And so we help them unlock funds that would help their startups be more scalable and reach more markets. The most exciting thing regarding the innovation and technology landscape in Tanzania at the moment is that policymakers are starting to notice and understand the potential impact that these solutions could have to the economy and to the country at large. They are noticing that, and they're starting to provide simple solutions. For instance, the central bank, who's the main regulator, just recently launched a sandbox. To us, that's a big step, because at least they recognize that there's a need for such thing, and they're moving towards that direction. We might not be where we are yet, but there's hope from the fact that they're listening, they're considering what we're requesting, and that is very exciting and important to me. Regarding the regulatory environment in Tanzania, especially with fintechs and similar digital solutions, there are 2 issues. One, there's an information or knowledge gap between the innovators and the regulators. The regulators do not understand what the innovators are trying to do. They're often not up to date with the technologies and the kind of solutions that the innovators are trying to implement, but also some of the innovators do not really know, like in detail, like the compliance or all the regulatory steps that they have to follow through. And in the case that they know or they understand that it's either too expensive or it's taking a very long time, etc., etc. Like there are a number of challenges there. But the second one that is the biggest, I think, is the pace at which these two are moving. The regulation usually takes a very long time. They have to discuss, they have bureaucratic processes. It takes a very long time to make decisions for the regulators, but the startups, especially digital innovators, need a fast-paced decision-making process, because they're keeping up with technology. There's a saying that a technology product dies immediately when it's launched, because technology is moving at a faster rate than people can catch up with. So in this case, I think those two issues are major, and My suggestion would just be for them to somehow meet in the middle, have conversations for both parties to make effort to meet the other halfway, but especially for regulators to see how they can streamline the processes and approvals without compromising security, of course, but still stay in a way that, you know, the licenses, like the period of giving the licenses, the expenses, the cost of the licenses themselves, you know, are in a state that is affordable for startups. The importance of initiatives like 40 Days 40 Fintechs is they put a spotlight, they give the visibility to these companies, to these businesses that are innovating, and that pushes people. Not only does it, you know, push the likes of policymakers and regulators to do something about it, but it also inspires other innovators to create something within the financial inclusivity through technology space. The most important thing, the most experience I've had with the 40 Days 40 Fintech is that it allows for companies, for startups, especially fintech startups, to tell their stories in a way that showcases the actual impact that they have within the community. You can realize, or you can notice that fintechs, for instance, in Tanzania, are changing the banking industry because banks are now moving towards more customer-oriented products. They're moving towards more inclusive products. You know, insurance is now, fintech is making insurance in Tanzania micro insurance in such a way that even a border rider can afford insurance. You know, a person who could not afford insurance before can now afford insurance because fintechs are revolutionizing that. It's helping the unbanked be bankable because it's providing solutions to small business owners in such a way that it helps them, you know, keep their records, be bankable, have numbers and statistics that, you know, will help them be gain more financial services.
Join us in this financial inclusivity revolution, presented in partnership with Level 1 Project, Information and Communication Technologies Commission ICTC, Founders Academy, Cyber PLC Academy, Cross-Leg Technologies, Infotix, Ideation Corner, and the Moduloop Foundation with generous support from the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. Follow hashtag 40 Days 40 Fintechs, hashtag Level 1 Project to learn more and get involved in creating a brighter financial future for all.